Hi, everybody. It's your girl, Ryder Creator, coming back today with another one. So today I'm a little more calm, a little more centered, a little more focused. I actually forgot, so busy participating in drama and messiness, I almost forgot that it was Tyree's service. I actually did forget because I was sucked into the drama, to the girl drama. So anyway, um, but yes, today was Tyree's celebration of life service. It was beautiful. I loved it. They could sing too. They had some singing ladies there, some singing queens. The one where they were saying the fight on. Oh man, she did that. And also, what else did I like about that? Oh, so what I found out was I tried to make it my thumbnail, but I didn't have enough space to fit it all in with the picture that I wanted to post for Tyree. So I couldn't put it up there. But it showed that he was a photographer. Um, he was dope. He did great art. He was an artist of all different types of kinds. Like he was a skateboard artist. He was a photographer. He was took some beautiful pictures too. That one he took too, and I think he took, but um also he took some other pictures of himself. It was really dope. I really liked it, and he took some pictures of like sunset, sunrise. He liked certain things that I think is beautiful. He liked the same type of things that I like. It was beautiful. And this saying that he said I wanted to put up there, where he was saying that his goal as a photographer is to make the viewer see through his eyes, no longer through a lens, but through his eyes. And that was dope. So yes, he was a beautiful human being, really though, and he did not deserve to lose his life in such a fashion. And like I've been saying for the last few days, that it's a shame that he tried to defuse his own death. Isn't that horrible? So anyway, I thought it was a really, really, really nice service. Um, it was some highlights that I wanted to talk about. Um, I respect Kamala Harris for what she said. Like she came out standing strong, even though she's supposed to be on the side of the law, but she stood strong on what she felt was right or what she felt was wrong, and I respect her for that. She did a great job. Um, Of course, Rev Al Sharpton was preaching, of course. He was doing his thing. I like that when he was talking about that this is ironic that this is the same place that before Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King was murdered, okay, assassinated, okay. So before he was assassinated by another form of the law, I'm gonna say that, and we all know it wasn't no damn whoever, whichever one they say it was. Who was it? Who they say? Lee Harvey Oswald, or is that the one with Kennedy? Or do they say James Earl Ray or some shit? I don't know which one it is. But it don't matter which one because that's not them. Neither one of them did neither one of those crimes. Okay? No, neither one of them did Kennedy and neither one of them did Rev Doc. Okay? So, um, Reverend Al Sharpton was talking about that the service, I mean, that this happened to Tyree in a town where Rev Doc came to town to fight for these workers, these city workers. So, in the irony, it was saying that Reverend Al Sharpton was saying, "Dad, he about to fall down on the ground." I'm sitting up here watching, so I'm sorry, but he was saying that it's an irony that they fought for these city workers to have jobs for people like them, policemen, um, trash workers, city office workers, I guess. He was like, they were saying it's irony that um, that Rev Doc fought for these people, and now this is the way that Tyree loses his life, and that is crazy. So, um, it was something else he was talking about, but it was a lot of nice things that he said. I wish I could remember because I don't know. I just seem to forget about it just now. Like when it was time to go live, it's like everything went right out my head. But it was something else that was, hey Cold Pepsi, how are you? How are you, dear? Um, I was just talking about Tyree Nichols' service. It was beautiful, and how I found out different things about him. That he's a photographer. Um, he took some beautiful pictures. He is a beautiful artist of many kinds, because he also was a skateboard artist. Um, it's such a shame that a person like that lost their life to such ugly human beings. So yeah, that's good. I'm better than I was before. Earlier today, girl, I cut up, girl. I had to cut up, but I ain't even gonna get into that because I don't want to ruin Tyree live. Oh, oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, cause these people on YouTube, they lose their mind and don't and forget on how to treat people. Point blank. Period. That's what it really boils down to. Like a person that was nothing but courteous and kind and inspirational and motivational to that person. That person turned around and tried to come for me on his live, and I guess he thought because that's his live that I'm. Well, I ain't even gonna get into that. I ain't even gonna get into it. Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, a person that I was associated with his channel and everything, but he was like he was having a grown man temper tantrum and then tried to snap out on me. What you're not gonna do, and what I don't tolerate, is disrespect from no man. And maybe you didn't know that about me, but now the F you know. And now at this point, I'm done with you. I don't care. I don't really care. We don't have nothing to talk about. So I'm just gonna leave that alone so I could get back to the legacy of Tyree because I don't want to mess up his life. But it was a beautiful service. Um, his mom broke my heart when she got up and spoke. Man, she be breaking my heart. His sister did a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful poem. His sister, um, she did this poem and she said something. It was beautiful. She was like something, and she was like boots, baton, boots, clubs, something upside his face, something like that. Or she was saying it from her brother's perspective. She was saying, all I was trying to do is just get home. Is something wrong with that? Or something like that. That was the first two lines. Then she started saying all the stuff. She was saying it as if it was him. Then she was like, boots, baton, something upside my face, something. It was so beautiful. Like, yo, man, that part that stirred my soul up. I don't think it was good, but it stirred my soul up. She did a great job. I was so proud of her. Um, and the other sister, she was so beautiful too. And the mom broke my heart. It was so sad. Like the mom, man, I can't even bear to see the mom talk. Like the amount of emotion and the amount of pain that comes out of her. She don't even have to say a word. It just breaks my heart. I just know I can't even deal with it. I don't know how she can, cause she can't. And now that she done seen this tape and know how her son was calling for her, I know that haunts her, and it's so sad, cause it's not her fault. It's they fucking fault. But yeah. But let me see. Yes, people are very disrespectful and ungrateful and support of the support we get. Yes, yes, yes. I was so insulted, and it's like I don't know why you thought it was sweet to come after me. And then when because I'm the type of person when he tried to come for me, when that guy tried to come for me, I'm the type of person that I will get back at you right then and there. Like I don't know. I'm just not a person that's gonna sit in the corner and cry or something. So I said something in response to that. And he gonna say, oh, something about Some about you telling on yourself. First of all, ain't no, but I ain't told on myself since I was a goddamn teen. So I don't have to tell on myself to no fucking body but my parents. So you got me fucked up, dude. Let me stop with that because I don't want to start cussing and fussing. I want to stay better in a better frame of mind. But yeah, like dude had me effed up. I don't know who he used to. He used no. I know who he used to dealing with. He used to dealing with people that allow him to disrespect them and think that shit is cute and still be busting it up with him and be his friend. 5 minutes later. But as long as that motherfucker ain't do it to me, we ain't had no problem. But when you tried me, you tried wrong, motherfucker. All right, you tried wrong. That's all I got to say on that. And I'm gonna keep it moving. So yeah. So the mom have seen the video. I think she did. I just can't see how she didn't because it was all over everywhere. How could she, and even if she didn't even see it, she heard her son call for her. It ain't no way she ain't see this video. You know what I'm saying? So even if she ain't see it with her eyes, she heard her son. She know that's her son's voice calling for her like that. And then I don't know. I don't know. I know that just haunts her. I knew she would see it when it came out. I don't know why. I just was like, and I was like, I don't know if you could ever hear me, but I hope you do. Please don't watch that video. I remember, I don't know if it was, yeah, it was the day of the video. She watched it already. I know she did. I think she said she seen it on something. But yeah, it was so sad. But yeah, mom broke my heart. She was talking about her son. She just cries through everything. Like she can't even get a word out without like I will be the same way. It's so sad. It's like mommy breaks my heart every time I see her. It's so sad. But yeah, I'm one of these days I don't know if I'm gonna present it in I don't know. Maybe I should do a video or maybe not. It don't matter. They don't watch my videos anyway. So um but maybe I'll do a live because they don't watch my videos now. And especially if it's about a black person. So I wanted to do one about Daniel, and I was gonna tag Daniel's dad. I was gonna tag Daniel's dad in that because I want you to hear everything that I have to say, and that I checked with the answer on some real shit. I do stuff that other people don't think of, but I'll be checking with the ancestors to make sure my information is right. If it's wrong, then I'm gonna go back and get it right. And so I had checked with the ancestors, asking them about how right am I about Daniel. So they said I had already had the location right, where I kept trying to tell everybody. I kept trying to tell everybody where he is, but people that just don't know how to play their position right in a crowd of people, just be coming off with they smart ass mouths and wrong. Like, and that's somebody that I don't know. It's somebody in his family, and the bitch is and the chick is uh works for him. I'm gonna say that, and she ain't know what to say out her mouth, and thought you had a right to say something disrespectful to me. So now I'm just gonna do it this way. I don't even consult with none of them directly. I'm just gonna tag them so you can see that. You know what I mean? Because I do have very useful information. I asked if the location was right. They said the location was right. And I had asked them how much did I have right about the whole case, and they said 60%. I'm like, damn, that's not good at all for me. Not for me. Usually they be saying like, I got 90% right. Like I had three different cases that I had 90% right. So when I went back, that made me go back and try to get this right because I need to know what I got wrong. I could ask them like, what exactly do I have wrong? Is it like the location? Is it the uh crime itself? Is it the people involved, or is it this or that? And that's what I did, and that's how I found out what the other stuff that I had wrong or that I did not have yet. And then by the time I was finished searching for information, I had 90% right. So I'm gonna do a video soon on Daniel because now I got 90% right. I could put it out into the world. And just wanna hope that dad remembers what because I really went to dad one on one and tried to tell him about um where I believe Daniel is. But it's a long story. I don't want to expose his information, but it's like it's a place that dad would not be okay with being. So I say send somebody else so that we can find him. You know what I mean? So and he could like send somebody with them camera glasses so he could feel like he there, and and then we could find him because they told me I'm 100% right about the location. That means he's right there where I always thought he was, and I tried to tell his dad, but yeah. So anyway, um, I know there are people that can help spiritually. Yeah, yup, yup. And the FBI, they played me off to the side about summer, and like that was so insulting because um they the only people that I could go to even hope that something is going to be done about finding her because um her parents ain't interested. They the ones who made her disappear, as we saying that she disappeared like she magic. She ain't disappear. They know where she went. So anyway, but yeah, the service was beautiful. I love the service. They had some good singers there. Um, and who else they had there? Um, Kamala spoke. She did her damn thug thizzle. She spoke because I ain't think she was gonna do all that, but she spoke from the heart of her mother, and it was beautiful, and I was proud of her, and she earned my respect from that, cause I don't really I don't really rock with her like that, but today she earned my respect by what she had to say and the fact that she stood up against the law when usually a vice president you expect them to be on the side of the law. So she earned my respect from that. I really loved that. It was beautiful. And who else? Who else? I don't know. The man that opened up the thing, he was tearing it up. I really like that song. I'm gonna go look for this song that was at his service. It was called Fight On. I think it's called Fight On. Like the struggle continues. Fight on. Let's go. The fight is on. Like it was beautiful. And it says something like don't give up the fight. That was the first part of the chorus. And then they kept repeating something which was fight on. And then this lady was leading the song. It was beautiful. I loved it. I'm gonna look for that song. I don't know if it's out or not, but I'm gonna find out if it's out. Look, I ain't got no voice now because I was all screaming and howling earlier today, but that ain't important. Um, yeah, but uh, yes, yes, yes. But you know what's sadder? They don't even use the information. They Cold Pepsi, they not even using the information that you give them. Like it's been countless organizations. Like Cold Pepsi, I really am spiritually gifted to a high degree. And I mean, and if now look, let me tell you about. So I'm gonna tell you about this girl named Mia McConnell. So this girl named me. This is the first time I ever called an organization. Well, no, not exactly. It was Gabby Petito, actually. But anyway, this the first time that I was given spiritual information by the person who this was done to, which was Mira McConnell. I was like, it was a dream. So first these little kids that I was watching a piece on or something, they already knew. It's like the spirits on the other side already know what we are going to do before we ever even think of doing it. So these babies that I had seen a piece on came to me. They named Devin and Denaria. I can't remember what their last name is, but their name is Devin and Denaria, and their mom took their life. Okay, little kids. They was like um 8 and 6, like it's despicable. And she took their life. For what reason? I don't know. I think because she want to go out and party. I don't know. But that's sick. I don't care. I don't care. So anyway, these babies came to me in my dream. So first it started off with them, and they was like, they was holding hands, and they was like, so I'm asleep, but they like came into my dream, like, and I remember them, and it was like, thank you, and I'm like, what is they thanking me for? So, but I didn't know yet, but I was about to do something for them that they appreciated. That's what I mean. They know what's going to happen before we ever even think about it. So then Mia McConnell, so it was Mia McConnell and Gabby Petito. They was together trying to literally like reviewing evidence. Like they was drilling me, like they getting me in shape for this type of shit. They really did that. So they like reviewing evidence in my dream. So they was talking about, I'm not gonna go into specifics because it still ties into somebody else, because one of them got to do with Summer. So I'm not gonna say what type of car it is. So they was like, yeah, we got this type of car. That's the one that had to do with Summer. And then she was like, and we got a pink Altima. She drives a pink Altima. This is what Mia said to me, right? And then Gabby said, oh yeah, we see you in that pink Altima. This is in my dream, like clear as fucking day. So um they said something else. It woke me up. I woke up out of my sleep in the middle of the night, and I just started recording. So I was like, I don't know who it was. I think it was Mia McConnell, because I seen her face. I seen her face, but the only difference is that her baby hair, when she usually have a baby hair all laid down, it was like curly and like puffy, like it came up like instead of laying down. So I don't know who that dream is. I was like all sleep, half sleep. I'm like, I don't know who it's for. But I know I seen Mia McConnell, and she said, and somebody said she drives a pink Altima. And before I left, right before I woke up out the dream, she was like, "Thank you." It was almost like if I was face to face with somebody and I did something that was so important to them, and this was so, it meant so much, and she like, it was like she reached out her hand to like shake my hand and say thank you, like I really appreciate. Like that's how I felt it was done in the dream or whatever. So I will never forget the urgency in her voice of the thank you. So, cause she want whoever involved with her death to be caught. So, so when I when I went and called like Crime Stoppers, I think it was, or it was either Crime Stoppers or it was the place that she was from. Wherever this happened at, it was either that police department or it was Crime Stoppers. And I was telling them everything or whatever. Matter of fact, it was Crime Stoppers. So so when I went back to go and check on this tip, and hold up, it was more than that I had got. So then after I woke up, I wanted to get clarity on, and I also had a vision off of something that had to do with Mia McConnell as well. So I wanted to gain clarity on who the vision was about and what did they had to do with, and when they had to do with her. So when I had everything all together, I called them and I tried to give them this information. They act like they was putting it down and took a number, gave me this number for crime, and they ain't do a goddamn thing with it. They ain't even look at it. All they do, they don't never look at it. This is what I'm finding out. They don't never look at it, and all they do is say, "Thank you for your tip. No, the tip was not useful, and thank you for submitting the tip." They ain't even looking into it. It's just something they push after the person get them information. This is what I'm finding out, because when I went and did that for Lex, they did the same shit, and and they the lady act like she wasn't even interested. She ain't even, I had to say, do you even know her name? Talking about Alexis Ware. I said, do you even know her name? Like I felt like the lady was not fucking interested. She was just trying to get me off the phone. And then um when I called another place that had to do with her, they did nothing about it. And then I when I called Black and Missing, I complained about my experience with Crime Stoppers, and they still gonna just take my phone number and say, we got your phone number, we're gonna have somebody call you something about the tip and thank you for the tip. So you sound like you trying to say that I gave a tip that I didn't even fucking give yet. And so you just like the rest of them. Y'all ain't about shit. So all these organizations is getting paid and getting federal dollars to not do a job. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. I hold on. I got some serious stuff going on right now, and I'm at standstill with it. But I know God will bring it forth. What's up? You care to talk or no? Let me see. Wow, the spirit is really working through you, bro. Keep present. It's not everyone to understand, but I believe in what you're doing. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you for that because I really am. Some people really don't care. Yeah, they have the wrong jobs. This lady was so rude to me about summer. This lady ain't even take no fucking tip from me. Like one night, I was snapping in the middle of the night because that's what happened. I called and this lady, and I could not get no peace about this shit because this lady pissed me off because you. So I calls in like, yeah, she has the wrong job. She needs to quit her job because to have somebody on the phone with somebody that's giving you information and you don't even want the information, you keep trying to cut me short and keep talking, ma'am, ma'am. I'm like, this bitch, if she keep so look, and she kept cutting me off like and kept trying to like, I don't know, control the conversation, control what I say out my fucking mouth. What you got me fucked up. You can't never control me. So so and but she never got real information from me. And then she gonna say, thank you for the tip, like whatever they trained to say and whatever and this and that and all this. So she never got no information from me and she gonna act like she had a tip and she said all the shit that she's taught to say in her little in a training probably. But she wasn't even interested. So now that means Summer won't be found because you are disinterested bitch and you horrible at your fucking job. That's crazy. So like that's crazy. And so like with Summer, oh I've received the most information I would probably say with Summer. Now I've I feel like Summer showed me everything. Summer showed me Tennessee. You ever heard of Summer Wells, Cole Pepsi? You ever heard of her? The reason why I asked you that is because I received the most information with her. And everybody when I didn't really know about her, I was watching this lady's reading about her. Yes, and I was watching this lady's reading about her. And so I was just like reading into her picture because I'm a picture reader. I could look into somebody's eyes that I never known before, never met before, either their real live eyes or a picture, and I could just see all about them. Like, and so I was trying to contribute to what the lady was doing because she was giving a reading, and I was trying to contribute to what she doing, but in my own way, and the way I know I'm great at is reading people. So I was looking at this picture, which turned out to not be her too. But that's the it's so many layers of deception, Cold Pepsi, when it comes to Summer Wells case. It ain't even funny. They be using fake pictures and shit. Everything is not Summer. You got to look at them pictures real good and realize, like most of these pictures that they putting out there as Summer is not even her. So we will be running around looking for a child that's not even her. How crazy is that? Like, really? That's how many, it's so many layers of deception when it got to do with Summer. But I was, like I was saying, I was watching this lady and she had two pictures up. I don't think neither one of them pictures is her. To be perfectly honest, neither one of the pictures that was up that people was using to find her is not her. So it's this one with this baby in blue pajamas. That's not Summer at all. That baby look, that baby is older than Summer. She probably about 7 or 8. So um yeah. So what you say? Like they didn't want her found. Yeah, they don't want her found. They don't want her found. So um and so the family then gave the authorities these fake pictures of these people that's not even Summer to start off with. That's how bad they trying to botch this whole situation. And so um I was watching this reading from this girl by the name well, I ain't telling her name. So I was watching a reading by this lady or whatever, and she had up two pictures. So I was reading into the pictures. Now, this was really their house though, and but this girl in there was not Summer, and they were trying to pass off this girl as Summer. So, but I didn't know that yet. So I'm like, I could tell by I had left in the lady's thing that I could tell by the picture that she's severely neglected, that this and that, that this and that. I was running down everything I seen in the picture, what I picked up from the picture, from her emotional being, her emotional state, from what's wrong in her life, what um what I don't know, just the things that I saw. So um then all of a sudden when I was sitting up there, so I was talking to her spirit if she, I didn't know if she was alive or not, but I was like, um I said something to her spirit, like, I can't remember what I said exactly. And so she grabbed a hold of me, and literally it was like, I can't even explain what it feel like. But I had this like um suction feeling or pressure feeling around the crown of my head, around the whole crown of my head. And then it's sectioned off to the back left part of my head. And then next thing I know, I'm at Warriors Path State Park. I ain't never been to Tennessee, girl. I'm at Warriors Path State Park. And like, and I didn't know that, I didn't even know of Warriors Path State Park yet. I didn't even know that. I was there. I seen the exact scenery. I looked to the right and seen this scenery that looked like a park. I looked to the left and seen these tall, high trees. I looked in front of me, and it was like somebody was carrying me. I was Summer in this situation. So it was like I channeled her. She brought me into her life to show me what happened to her. So then when I look straight ahead, it's like a whole forest with a body of water, like a lake in the middle. So meanwhile, somebody is carrying me down this place. And when I look to the left, I also could see the water is right there. So I'm worried about this person about to throw me in the water or something. So, so when I like, came out of it and everything or whatever and got all the information, then I told the lady, I was like, yo, can I ask you a question? I'm new at this or whatever or something. Cause I ain't never expect to have something like that happen. So she was like, go ahead, ask me or whatever and this and that. So I was like, I seen this and that, and I was telling her everything that I seen, what happened. I didn't tell her everything. I missed some things. I left some things out because I also seen a sketch of a man, a black and white sketch. Yo, they gave me the perpetrator, the person that is. Oh, let me ask them for a second. What did y'all give me that picture for? Is that the mastermind of everything? No, that is the leader of the cult. Yes. Okay. So it's a whole bunch of shit that got to do with Summer. Like, it, in my opinion, allegedly, that church is a cult. Allegedly, everything I say is allegedly. Um, I really believe that church is a cult, and it's a man that was preaching there. He is the leader of the cult, and they showed me the picture of this man. Now I didn't never see this man yet, right? Now the other side showed me a sketch as if like they drew me a picture of this man. So so I didn't never see this man. I kept thinking it was a Native American man or something like that. But when I seen this man, he had spoke at the church. When I seen this man, I knew that was the exact man. Like I was like, oh shit, this is the man. So so and I started showing people. I was at my job. I'm showing people and like I'm like, this the man that I seen in the vision and all this and this. And they like, he do seem creepy. He seem weird. And I could tell everything that he whatever is fake right now. That smile is fake. He want everybody to believe he a good guy, but he's not a good guy. Can you see that? And I was asking somebody else. I was asking the Aquarius woman. Remember I told y'all got great discernment and y'all can see. So I was asking the Aquarius woman actually to be exact, and she was like, "Yeah, I can see that. I can see he looked where he looked. He looked pervy. He looked this and that and all." And she was just saying everything that she see in him or whatever. But yeah, so I had been taking the Warriors Path State Park and everything before I ever even knew what this was. I went and I just got like like obsessed with this. So I went looking up parks in Tennessee, and I started looking through stuff or whatever. Um, I had came up with whatever I could find that even slightly mimics what I saw, because it also was either sunrise or sunset. Because when I first of all, when I looked in the on the left side and seen the water, I seen the moon reflected in the water, right? But when I looked in the right side, when I looked on the right side, I seen a bit of light. So it was either sunset or sunrise, and I didn't know which one it was. That like, did the sun just go down and the moon is out, or is the moon out before the sun is about to come up? But I think it ended up being dawn. I think it's dawn, the crack of dawn. Somebody carried her out there at the crack of dawn. I don't know what for, but yeah. So, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff with that. But yeah, you say, oh yeah, it's like it's like she showed me so many things. I mean, so many things, and I don't even know if it was just her. I just feel like everybody on earth, everybody in the heavens was looking for her, and everybody from the heavens and the earth was trying to assist her in being found. And then look at this. We over a year later, pushing 2 years later, and she's still not found. You know why? Because the authorities in her state are not interested in finding her. Because if they was, they would have listened to what I had to tell them. And what I told them, and I didn't come to them with no psychic shit, because you know them, they're gonna be like, oh, she's on some weird shit. No. I mean I might have came to them with a couple of things that was like that, but when I realized they was not trying to hear nothing like that, I even came to them with real evidence. Like, because I know you're not gonna listen to me when I'm talking like that about a dream or about this or about that. I knew that so I found real evidence and I presented it to them. And I called them and I left it on the email. And they still never got back to me because they're not interested in that. They're not interested in finding her. Shoot, for all we know, Lawson's children could have something to do with the shit. And that might be why he's not even interested in finding her. Because his sons is pedos. They've been convicted of some pedo stuff that just happened like within the last maybe 8 months. They've been convicted pedos. They did something to some children, and they've been on one of them been convicted of it. Like, and this is the sheriff of the town's son. Like, it's crazy. I would say it was between 5 or 6 a.m. because it was just a bit of light. Just a bit of light was showing that I could see the green of the trees on the right side. But then, like I told you before, when I looked on the left side, which I should have known it was sunrise because the sun rises in the east and it sets in the west. So, but when I looked on the left side, the moon was reflecting in the water, and it looked dark on that side. Like, I mean, it didn't even really look light on the other side, on the right side. It was just a bit of light was shining, and it was like glistening off the trees where you could like see the green of the trees. Like, it's certain things I actually remember, like the sounds of the crickets. It was complete silence. It was like certain things that I just remember and I will never forget. And then so when I said something to the lady, I was asking her about it or whatever. Don't you know this girl that is on YouTube as well? She comes on my thing. She like, Rada Creator, stop it. You seen? So she started saying she seen the same shit, and she kept saying, and was the trees to the right? She said, and was it to the right that trees, whatever, something, whatever I was saying about the trees? I said the trees were strategically placed like it was a park, the beginning of a park or something. Like, and I was like, and she's like, yeah. And then did you see? I don't know, but she thought it was sunset. I think she thought it was sunset. But if we was thinking, we would have realized it was sunrise because the sun rises in the east. So anyway, she seen the same exact shit I seen. How weird is that? She seen the exact same shit that I seen. So 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 she was like, yeah, and then I was like, yeah, and I was like, but I also seen a sketch of a man. Then I started talking about the other stuff I seen because I also seen some long golden like leaves or weeds or something that stood straight up and down. Like I didn't know what it was. It could have been hay. It could have been wheat. It could have been uh, it could have been anything. It could have been plant. It could have been anything. But then the whole time I'm seeing all this, once I watch this lady named Electronic Medium, she do spirit boxes. I'm hearing everything I be seeing in there. Like I'm having these visions and seeing this stuff. And then, like, all right, for instance, also, well, I ain't gonna get into that part. But when she said so she asked Rose to help her find Summer. And Rose was like, she's like, you see anything that's a mark or whatever? I had this vision about this black buffalo. And then it morphed into like an African warrior though. So I had this vision about a black buffalo or whatever. And so she was like, do you see anything, Rose, that can help us find something or whatever? This is 2 days after I had this vision. She was like, a black skin mule, right? So she was like, she so at the end of her piece or whatever, and she also said she seen something golden there. Remember I said I seen golden, like long leaves or weeds or something. And it was golden. So then, at the end of her piece, she showed at the end what she came up with when she said she seen this black skin mule. She found this statue or something of like a buffalo, okay, like a buffalo, and it had the same shit I seen when it merged into a warrior. When it turned into an African warrior, it had war paint on his face when the warrior had war paint on their face. So I assumed it was my ancestors telling me, like, we at war, but I got you. Because that's what I assumed. So, so it had war paint, like tan war paint on his face. And so then when she found the picture, don't you know the black buffalo that she found had some tan shit around the bridge of his nose, the same way place where the war paint would have been on the I was about to fall the fuck out. I could not believe that. And then that's not the first time something like that happened with her. Like every time her spirit box shit would come on, it'd be more stuff that like resonate with what I was seeing or experiencing. I've seen so much stuff with her. Like I had the most horrible dreams. I don't even want to share them. Like this baby was on electronic mediums spirit box and she said, I was in hell. She literally was in hell. Allegedly. Her life was a living hell. That's what she meant. I thought she meant that she went to hell and somebody had to help her out to get to the light or something. No. She meant her life on earth was a living hell, and it really was. The more I found out, the more it was. It's so sad for this baby. Yup, yup. Yeah, me and her had a spiritual connection. I channeled her. Yup. She actually pulled me into channel her because I didn't just channel her out the clear blue. She pulled me into her world. That's what it was. And somebody else tried to do that to me, but I was not going. Yo, they were so spooky. I'll be ready to talk about this, but people might not believe me, but I don't really care. Look, so the other person that tried to pull me into their world like that, and I felt that same suction feeling or whatever. So it was Tupac. Like, yo, he tried to pull me into his world. So one day I was like, I don't know if it was like around his birthday, I'll be playing all his music or whatever. And I'll be like fussing at his spirit for like I felt like he failed us women. Like he had the power. He was the one rapper that had the power to make these men respect us, to make these men act right, to guide them in the right way, even if like even if you are encouraging their bad side, he could actually curb that bad side. You know what I mean? You understand what I mean by that? So anyway, um, I don't know. I was like fussing at him about something like that. And then I was like, so I used my rods and I asked, cause I seen this thing on my wall and it reminded me of Biggie, yo, right? So something made me ask, I asked, I said, did Big and Pac ever make up, right? Something just told me to ask this. Because everybody be saying, I know if they on the other side, they would make up, you know? So I was like, did Big and Pac ever make up? And they was like, no. I was like, y'all only playing with me. Y'all only shitting me. No, we not doing that. Like, yo, I started snapping on them shit. so, so, so anyway, so so I was like, no, I was like, you really think that Big would have something to do with your shooting? Are you serious? Like, come on, man. Like, yo, and I'm like, cause I know he was on some stubborn shit, and I know he found out otherwise, and he still was on that shit, hating on Big. Like, he found out the truth. He said it on something. So anyway, so I was like, no, why would you ever think Big? I could see you thinking Puff. Now, I could see you thinking Puff, because he's a sneaky scoundrel, like, I don't trust him either. So I'm like, I could see you thinking him. So, you know what I mean? But Big, no, he respected you and loved you like a big brother. He didn't even disrespect you when you was coming at his neck in front of the world. He still didn't clap back. He really didn't clap back. That little shit he said about what would happen if my wife had twins, there'd be two punks. That was the stupidest shit. He really was not clapping back at you. He respected you that much that all the shit you said at him and all the disrespect you thrown towards him, he still didn't clap back at you. And he still tried to justify why you was like, he was like, man, that man got hit in his head 2 times. Like, if that happened to me, I'll probably be confused too. He trying to justify, he trying to rationalize it. So I'm like, oh, fussing at them and shit. So anyway, so he was trying to prove to me why I think that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to prove to me why he feel like Biggie and Diddy had something to do with it. But I felt like if anybody, it would have been Diddy, not Biggie. So I might have asked him, did Diddy have something to do with it? And he said, yeah, definitely him. Like, you know what I mean? So then he was trying to show me. So all of a sudden I started feeling that same suction feeling. That must be the feeling of when you getting pulled into their world or something. I don't know. Or maybe he got shot in the head. Maybe he got shot in the head. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why I felt that feeling. But I felt like it was the same thing about to happen to me that happened with Summer. So so I started feeling that feeling or whatever, and I'm like, and look, let me tell you the craziness. So then all of a sudden I hear that Pac song, Come With Me. Hell man. I'm like, oh hell no, I ain't coming with you. I ain't coming with you. Look, that shit scared the fuck out of me because that song is spooky as shit. Like, could you imagine? Not only am I about to go on this whole journey that I don't even know where I'm going, right? And then you gonna put that fucking Hail Mary music with it? Hell no, I ain't coming with you, boy. You must have lost your mind. Look, I was like, oh no, 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 I'm not coming. I'm not coming. Look, I was like, I'm not coming with you. Shoot, he is crazy. Look, but yes, he tried to pull me, and I was like, now later on when I like asked him a question or two or whatever, I'm like, why would you do that? Like, why would you? You should have known that's not gonna welcome. That's not gonna make somebody feel welcome. Like, why would you put that shit on to get somebody to come with you? Like, I was not gonna come with you. Like, I was like, yo, that thing creeped me out. That music is spooky as crap. So yeah, but yeah, I experienced a lot of stuff and got a lot of visions and a lot of information from a lot of people, but none of it was put to use thanks to the organizations that are supposed to be designed to help find missing people or help find, because Mia came to me to tell me about that pink Ultima because it's more than just that man that was involved in her death. And this man took his life. So all they know is that this man took his life and that he had something to do with it. But Mia's trying to tell me that it was more than just that man. Like it was a woman and her son, and the woman drive a pink Altima. Okay, and that's what she was trying to give me that information, and I tried to give it to them. I tried to give it to her people, but I gotta be respectful and realize that they not supposed to be doing the job of a detective. They supposed to be doing the job of a family to feel those emotions and go through those emotions and try to keep surviving. So, like, everybody can't handle that, and especially when you feel like you thought it was over and that it was done with and it's already sealed and done with, but everybody can't handle that. You know what I mean? But yeah, because I'm sure two more people got away with murder when it comes to Mia, because I also had a vision one time, right? So it was like as if the moment that Mia's soul came out of her body. So I was seeing through Mia's spirit's eyes, not her actual body, her spirit. Like it's weird. But so I was in the back of the driver's seat, like in the back, like if a child was sitting in the back seat, and then the back of the driver, like that. And I was looking over to the right, up and to the front, and I seen even the window at an angle. That's why I know it was in the back seat. The way the window looked was like at an angle. I drew all this shit. I put it on my channel. I drew all this shit. I drew what I saw, and then when I looked to the right, I seen a gray hoodie. So when I seen a person in a gray hoodie or a gray sweatshirt, right? And but I couldn't see the person's face. I just seen the gray hoodie or the gray sweatshirt. And then when I looked to the left, I seen like a dark entity. Like it was like the driver's side. It was like God was totally shielding me from seeing who that person was. I don't know why, but it was a person. And it was a boy, I thought, but I was shielded from seeing who anything about this person. Like it was all black, like, but it was a person's outline of a body, but it was all totally black, pitch black. So I couldn't see it. So now then when later on that day, don't you know I goes on to this girl named Sarah Saving Spirits or something? So I goes on to her channel. She's talking about uh the guy that did this to Mia was found. He took his own life, and that he was wearing a gray sweatshirt. I said, "What the fuck?" Like, yo, I could not believe that. Like, I'm like, "Oh my god!" Like, I'm like, so I said to her, "I'm like, oh my god, I just had a vision about somebody with a gray sweatshirt today, this morning." So it was like the afternoon by then. So I'm like, yo, so she's like, you probably was channeling him. And what was weird was he was in the passenger seat though. And it was somebody else in the driver's seat. That might be what told me, first clued me in that that's what Mia was trying to tell me. That is more than him involved. And that's the way of it being shown to me. So, like, I knew then when he was in the passenger seat that somebody else helped him, at least one person, but it was two more people. And these people are getting away scot free with murder because nobody will listen. Ain't that crazy? And Mia wanted to see them pay. So yeah, and one is a woman. How could you help this man hurt another woman? How could you do that? Like I never understood that shit. Where women be helping a man kidnap a woman or whatever. Like, come on, man. That's not cool. Uh, But yeah, I'll be seeing a lot of stuff, and I'll be knowing a lot of stuff and learning. And I always try to get physical evidence. Oh, and I also told them I had at the time I called them in a timely fashion because at that time they was going to have some type of candlelight vigil for her, for Mia Makano at the time. So they was going to have a candlelight vigil for her. It was like they might not have even felt her yet. So this was uh it was before 10-1. So it could have been 9:30, 9:29, something like that. And the dream was probably on 9:27. The vision was on 9:28 or 9:29. And so altogether, when I called them or whatever, they was about to have another vigil like on 10-4 at the latest. I can't remember when. But it was like 10-4 of last year or whatever. No, of 2021, I think it was. I don't think it was 2022. It was 2021. So they was about to have another visual or what vigil, a candlelight vigil. So I'm like, and I really think that y'all should look out for this car for this person because I believe they gonna be at the vigil. I told them this. So and they didn't even give a shit. They act like they was giving a shit and they ain't even using none of that. And I'm telling you, like, I don't think I just came out with that by myself. It was a reason. I must have asked the ancestors, and they told me they gonna come to the vigil. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I knew. But yeah, them people probably came to the vigil. And now y'all fucked up and let them get away. So yeah. But anyway, I'll be trying to do my part, but it gets very frustrating and very irritating because um it's hard to keep going when everybody trying to doubt whatever you do or stuff like that. So that's how I feel about it. But anyway, I was supposed to be making this about Tyree. I did in the beginning, but um peace to the transition of your soul, Ty. I hope you flying high, beautiful king. And I hope you are somewhat at peace because I know you can't totally be at peace because your life was stolen from you. But, I hope you are somewhat at peace. And like I said before, fly high, king. And so that's gonna be the end of my piece today. And thank you for joining me. And I appreciate y'all for joining me and being here with me. And thank you so much. And I love y'all. Peace.